This is Jonathan Agger of Fit for Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Shane Fury. Just done the press conference for your brother's return against Chisora. Quite respectful, as we kind of expected. What did you make of what happened up there?
Yeah, listen, it's when you punch a shit out each other for 20 rounds, you know, you can't have respect for each other. It's fine. They're getting well paid for it, and listen, I hope Tyson gets a victory in devastating fashion, but I hope Chisora gets up at 8 and everything's fine. You know, there's no badness in anything. I'm actually a fan of Chisora. I actually very much enjoy him boxing.
When your brother had the fight with Dillian Whyte afterwards, he said, "That's it, he's done." And you said to me at the time, you know, if he is to come back, don't have a year, 2 years out and then decide to come back. So what do you make of him coming back at this point?
Listen, it's not been too long really. He's had 2 fights this year, probably normal. Busy would probably be fit 3 fights in the year, but as it is, it's 2 fights, and we're happy with that.
How is Tyson sort of mentally wise? Because I know he said, you know, he needs boxing. He really needs to have something to focus on. He said to us that he wants to get a job after he's finished with boxing. So how is he in terms of sort of his mindset?
Tyson's mindset in the real world, mental mindset, he's like a baby. He don't know what he wants to do. He's up and down. But in boxing, when it comes to boxing, he's solid. He's rock solid. There's no moving him. But yeah, he's a messed up individual without the boxing.
So, you know, how much of an inspiration is that for people to see sort of how open he's been about things like that? Are you proud of him for being so open about his mental health?
I know very little about the mental health to judge on it. So I can see what Tyson is. He's up and down like a yo-yo, and I don't know if that's definitely not a good thing. He'd be better off being rock solid for the people, but he's not, and he's human, you know. So a lot of these people, a lot of the big stars and so on, especially in the past, in the last 5 years, everyone's come out and but supposedly everyone's got mental health problems now. Everyone you speak to, so I've no idea. But a few years ago, it used to be no one used to come out with it, did they? And everyone was rock solid, and they had the aura about them. Nothing fazed them. But realistically, all these people are big stars and so on, and they're all human beings and all got their own problems. But my point of it is, like, you can't be happy all the time, you know.
Shane, Oleksandr Usyk, we think is going to be there on Saturday night. He said recently that your brother's afraid to fight him. What do you think of that?
Listen, Oleksandr Usyk is a very good man, brilliant boxer, good mover and so on. And listen, just a good all-round man, and probably as mentally tough as Tyson. But we're confident of Tyson meeting everyone and anyone. But we have got an hurdle in front of us, 6'2" and 18 stone in Chisora. So get past that and then worry about Oleksandr Usyk.
I wanted to ask you a few questions. I know you're a big boxing fan. Deontay Wilder, Andy Ruiz has been ordered. What do you think of that fight? Who wins? A
good fight. I don't think Deontay gets beat. I think his power is you can't get rid of it. You can't get away from his power. I think styles make fights, and I reckon Usyk and Wilder would be a difficult fight with his movement and being a southpaw and so on, but it's a big risk fighting Deontay Wilder. Anyone an upright boxer, pretty simple to it. I've been ringside with him. You're not walking through his power. You're not, you know, if he hits you, you're going down.
Wilder's manager said they want to fight Anthony Joshua next. What do you make of that fight?
I'd like to see it. I would make Wilder a favourite, surely because Joshua's an upright boxer, and again he would be it. And when you get it off a lump hammer, you're not going to stand up to it.
And then finally, what do you make of your other brother Tommy? All this stuff with Jake Paul and what happened in Dubai. Is that a fight you just want to see happen and get done?
Yeah, listen, it's been going for a while now, and I would like to see it. I think it'd be very entertaining, and I think it'd be a better fight what people would think it would be. Either way, whatever your opinion is, who would win, so on.
And in terms of you know so much about boxing, being around the game for so long. Would you ever think about getting into maybe training or managing and things like that?
I've never ever thought about it, and I probably never would do, because I've got other things going on. But I don't know about all boxing. I know about heavyweight boxing. Weight cuts and little men I've no idea about, but heavyweight boxing I've got a good idea about. I know really what the tactics should be with different heavyweights, but it's something I've never thought of. I've got other things going on, and to be successful with anything, you've got to have the dedication for it, and it's without the dedication, it's you go nowhere. But yeah.
Shane Fury, thanks for talking to pro boxing fans ahead of Saturday night.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.